Nation representing, cause this is where we talk that. Talk that's so incredible, make them rewind that talk back. Pause. Talking Panthers football.
Yo, what's cracking, Panther Nation? It's your boy Rashad, one half of PNP. And today we are back with another late, but here, mock draft Monday. I apologize for the delay. I had to give myself a 24-hour cool down period. I was so pissed off yesterday from the loss. What a game. We fought down to the wire. That game should not have been close. I felt like we dominated the game for the most part, but just could not get it done. Ultimately, we literally fumbled the bag. Okay, we fumbled it away. And salute to Chuba. I'm not going to use this as a Chuba bashing session at all. Chuba is very, very safe with the football. But unfortunately, fumbles happen, and that's just what it is. You know, I mean, we had plenty of opportunity. That game should not have come down to a fumble. It should not have gone to overtime. I'm going to talk about it later on tomorrow's live stream. There's so many missed opportunities, so many people blaming the defense. I think you're way off base, but it is what it is. I thought Bryce Young played a hell of a game individually. There's so many things that we can poke holes in, but ultimately, I think it really boils down to special teams. And it boils down to red zone offense. I mean, everything else took care of itself. You could have switched the entire flow of the game had we scored in the red zone, okay? You could have taken the football out of their hands and forced them to throw the football instead of running it down our throats like they did. You could have changed the way the game was played. But it didn't happen that way, and we took the L, so it is what it is. And I needed that 24-hour cool down period. But we back. It's Mock Draft Monday. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell, get in the comments. Let me know what's good. Help us get to 25,000 subscribers. Please don't make me do a 30-day keep pounding a thon. Salute to Casanat, man. Crazy. Or Sanat, excuse me. Salute to him for his crazy streamathon or mafia-thon, whatever he called it. That's dope. I don't want to have to do that for us to hit 25,000. I might do it for 100,000. We get to 100,000 subscribers, I'll do it. But we got to get there. We got to get this. So hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button, hit the notification bell, help us out. 25,000 is the next goal. Let's make it happen. Now, let's go ahead and get into this mock draft Monday. We are picking top 5. And this is a great thing. This is the great thing, right? It's the best of both worlds. We're still picking top 5, but we're still competitive. We're not a terrible team where we're just getting blown out every game. We're competitive in back-to-back games. We should have beat the Chiefs. We should have beat the Bucks. We're getting closer. So we're competitive, but we're also picking top 5. That's the best of both worlds. Doesn't get any better than that. All right. So that being said, we're going to continue as if Bryce Young is the guy. He is playing very, very good football. And some of y'all got to eat crow. Some of y'all Bryce Young haters got to eat some of this crow because he's definitely not the issue. He's not why we're losing. He's playing a great game individually. Unfortunately, this is the ultimate team sport. And so you need offense, defense, and special teams to click. And unfortunately, not everything is clicking for the Panthers. So let's go ahead and roll with it. Top 5. Let's get it. All right, here we go. I'm not doing any trade backs right now. Woo, Tet. Tet is definitely somebody I would strongly consider. Now, I know some of y'all gonna say, "Oh, we don't need a wide receiver taking top 4. We don't need it." Bro, you saw them drops yesterday? Because I did. I saw it live in action. Okay, you always got to go best player available. You just got to do it. But unfortunately, that's not what's going to happen in this draft because I also know we need some edge help. So I know if I actually pick Tet, y'all would kill me. Y'all would kill me in the chat. So I'm not going to do it. I'm going to go ahead and take Abdul Carter, the next coming of Micah Parsons. I'm taking Abdul Carter with the number 5 overall pick to help ease some of that pass rushing. And again, the dope thing about this is that he doesn't have to come in and immediately be the guy. He can sit behind, Jadeveon Clowney. He can sit behind Wanham and come in and be a rotational guy and still provide impact. So this is a good position for the Panthers to be if they do decide to go edge rusher, especially if they decide to go Abdul Carter top 5 overall. You got to think, Clowney's aging. He's getting up there. You can have Clowney come in as a rotational guy and have Abdul Carter be the starter. I think that's best for business. You know what I mean? So I like that. I like this a lot. That being said, this is prime trade back territory. I would definitely. Did I click away from any trades? Because if I did, I shouldn't have. because I should have looked at some trades. I would definitely look to trade back here. There's nobody I'm dying to get with this top pick. I could double dip at edge. Hell, I could even go interior offensive lineman to shore up um, some of the depth in the interior offensive line, center. You know what I mean? I could do that, but we got an edge rusher, top 5. I'm trying to see what we can do here. Let's see if we can trade. Any trades on the block? There's no trades, man. All right. I don't want to make one up, so I'm just gonna pick. I'm just gonna pick. Screw it. Let's see here. I could double dip at edge here. Sorry, guys. I could double dip at edge here. LT Overton is actually more of a tweener. He's more of an interior defensive line slash edge. In fact, I think I talked myself into it. LT Overton. I'm going with listen. He he is a guy that can play all across that defensive line. He can play inside. He can play outside. He's scheme agnostic. He can play any scheme. I think LT Overton is a great pick there. And again, unfortunately, the way the draft board fell, it just is what it is. Man, TJ Saunders, man, there's some guys. Now I gotta go. Donovan Jackson falling this far is crazy. That might just be a BPA pick. Man, this is a this might be another trade back situation if I could. I could go Stutzman here. The linebacker room is interesting. It really hinges upon what we're gonna do with Shaq. Because we got Trevin Wallace, you got Josie Jewell for another 2 or 3 years. Very, very interesting stuff here. I gotta go BPA with Donovan Jackson. I know that's not gonna it's not gonna people are gonna scream at me about doing that. But again, you gotta look at it. Christensen is on a contract year. Cade Mays is playing great at center. But you gotta add depth. You gotta add some depth there. You gotta continue to protect Bryce. Maybe a little bit of insurance there with Donovan Jackson. I think he's just too good to pass. Ooh, Kyron Lacey here is very interesting. Cornerback, I could definitely use a cornerback. Yeah, tough, man. I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Davidson here. 6'2" cornerback. He's lengthy. Pause. I think that's a good value pick there. Let's see here. Gunnar Helm is very, very interesting. Tez Johnson, a wide receiver who I like a lot. Again, he offers some an ability that's not quite what kind of with Tompkins, who just got here not too long ago. But man, Gunner is interesting here. I mean, could we pair up a Gunnar Helm back with Jatavion, two Texas guys, two Texas tight ends? Tommy Tremble is on a contract year. Ian Thomas probably on his way out. The depth there is not great. So I could make a very, very good argument. And I think I'm gonna do it. Right now my brain's between Tez Johnson and Gunner. And I think I'm gonna take Gunner. Let me look at the rest of the tight ends first before I do that. Uh I like Lachey, man. I like Lachey a lot. I don't know how he's fallen this far. I don't is he hurt? He might be hurt or something. 176 is crazy. Iowa tight end that far down? That's tough. Um, yeah, man, I like Tez. I like Tez a lot here. Just looking to see what else is out here. Still need a safety too. I gotta do it. I'm gonna go Gunner. Gunner, another tight end. Again, I know y'all are gonna be like, man, why you take another tight end? I just kind of talked to you. I talked to you about it. I talked to you about it. These tight ends, we need some depth, bro. We need some depth. Stephon Sullivan, I believe, was injured again yesterday. So we gotta have some depth there, bro. Gotta have some depth. I'm thinking defensive lineman here coming up. Shamar Turner is somebody I like a lot. And then if these two picks work out, I'm gonna come around and get another safety. So Shamar Turner again with Overton and Abdul Carter, we are shoring up that defensive line. I like it. Let's see here. I'm going with Texas, man. Texas. I'm going Makuba, excuse me. Yeah, got to. We need a safety. We need a safety. We rolling with it. We on a roll here. We about to turn into the Carolina Texans out this mug. Carolina Texans. Or Longhorns, excuse me. Carolina Longhorns, my bad. Ooh, Castro. Let's see here. I was gonna say no, we don't need another running back. I'm looking at some depth here. We need some depth, guys. I could go Jaden Higgins here. We did not take a wide receiver. I'm a firm believer in stacking wide receivers. You need to take a wide receiver in every single draft. Stack talent. I'm gonna go Jaden Higgins. Jaden Higgins there. Jaden Higgins. Let's roll with it. I kind of wish I would have traded. There's a couple of trade opportunities. I'll go back to one of them being Donavon Jackson. If I could have traded back there, I would have to stack some more picks, but it is what it is. Can't win them all. No 6th round pick for the Panthers, I don't believe. So we're moving right along here in the 7th round. I believe we have 2 7th round picks, if I'm not mistaken. Luke Lachey, man, that I don't know how he fell this far. I gotta check. I gotta check up on him. But I'd take him just off the strength. So many Iowa players down here. What would that tight end room look like next year? I could make an argument, but I can also make an argument for another cornerback. Yeah, I think Jacob Parrish is a little bit on the smaller side, 5'10". I think Shaw Smith Wade. Shout out to him yesterday too. Had a hell of a game. I'm gonna go Tommy Hill. I think he's 6 foot, bigger cornerback. I'm gonna go with Tommy Hill. Shout out to Luke Lachey, man. I should have took him though, off the Iowa tight end strength. Let's see here. I'm trying to see what else. I would mess around and take a linebacker here late. Let me see. Iowa offensive lineman. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take an Iowa offensive lineman, man. You can't miss with Iowa offensive lineman. Can't miss. All right, so that's gonna conclude our draft. We'll go over it. Couple missteps here. I'm not gonna lie. If I could have a couple picks back, I would. It's just the way the board fell. This is my first time using this board in a little second, so I gotta get used to it. They made some updates to the ranking, so it's cool. It's predictable. The draft is the ultimate crapshoot, so you never know what's gonna happen. It's like playing a lottery, so you never know. And each time you do a draft, things could change. All right, but we start off with Abdul Carter, the next coming of Micah Parsons. LT Overton, a tweener. He can play 3 technique, can play 5 technique. He can play anywhere. So he's just a good, solid defensive lineman. I know it says edge right there, but trust me, he can play all across the defensive line, which is why I like that pick. Donavon Jackson, that's one I wish I had back. I probably would have traded back here. But he provides some depth, some guard depth, which is much needed. You never know injuries. You can't predict them. And you got to continue to add talent on that offensive line. So Donavon Jackson is a really good pick, and I think it was good value. He was BPA, so I took BPA. Davidson Igbinosun, 6'2", big cornerback, lengthy guy. I think he would be solid. CB2 there, potentially across from J.C. Horn. Gunnar Helm, you're reuniting 2 Texas tight ends. Texas Longhorns, the Carolina Longhorns, the way we picked all these Texas guys. Shamar Turner, Texas A&M defensive lineman, again shoring up that depth there. Andrew Makuba, Texas, another Texas guy. Can't have enough Texas guys. Jaden Higgins, another wide receiver, providing some wide receiver depth there. Tommy Hill, another cornerback, again depth, and another offensive lineman. This is really about depth. A lot of offensive depth, a lot of defensive depth. I like this draft. I like this draft a lot. With that said, I want to know how you feel about it. How do you feel about this draft? Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, get in the comments. Let me know how you feel about it. You like it, hate it. Not a fan, it's cool, man. I don't take nothing personal. I'm never above criticism. So if you don't like it, let me know about it. Let me know what you would have done in this scenario had the draft fell the way it fell. All right. That being said, I'm off out of here.
Topics, you know we got it. We the hottest podcast and we popping. Let's go.